Um, how does your engineering mindset contribute or translate into your brewing process?
In a huge way, honestly. I think that is number one why I've been so obsessed with this hobby,
Okay.
and why I like make so many of the same types of beer over and over and over again, even though I'll change something about it a little bit every single time. And it shapes how my videos work. So as an engineer, I'm an electrical engineer by degree, and I basically I think about processes, I think about design improvements,
Mm,
and all of these things that ultimately end up to applying science into a practical aspect, and that's what engineering is. When you look at that from a beer perspective, it means designing a really good recipe and understanding how the individual components of that all work together, and then following a strict process to reach a final goal with, you know, a degree of success. Now, where I deviate from the classic engineering perspective on this is I don't care that much about things like efficiency and numbers and like
okay.
precision on the final product. But what I care about is how does it taste? How does it come across? You know, the actual quality of the beer itself, not numerically, but, you know, tangibly. And when it comes down to that, it's something that really I think I just have to, you build experience over time with and start to learn certain types of ingredients really well. And then I was like, okay, I want to share that in a way with people that makes sense. And so hence I have these grain glass videos that are very similarly formatted. I'm always going to talk about like, this is the recipe. This is the brew day. This is how we do it. This is everything you need to know about the fermentation. This is everything you need to know about, you know, the post fermentation process, packaging. And then we go down and talk about the beer. And then I talk about what am I going to do differently next time if I was to brew the same exact recipe. And then because I'm me, I just don't brew the same recipe again. I change everything and make a brand new recipe the next time I brew this style. Unless
I
it's
love
like
it.
super like dialed in like the Irish stout. So it's like it's one of those fun little quirks about I guess my personality maybe, but definitely also my you know, the way I think about the world, I guess. So
Right.
it definitely leads to beer and home brewing being a very like analytical thing and
Yeah, I can see that.
my motivation to brew is really to brew the best possible thing that I can make out of the ingredients that I have. Um, Not necessarily just to get cheap beer or to, you know, to brew something super specific. Sometimes that's the case, but you know, really for me, it's like, how do I make the best thing I could possibly make in the grand scheme of, you know, for example, Irish stout, right? So, and that's just what I do.
I
Or
know
how I think about it, I guess.
that's brilliant. No,